What's going on, everybody? Rob here. Normally I got a pristine lawn like a photo. Last year Mother Nature whooped my ass. On top of that, I had grubs, and I stay away from chemicals. I swear by Milky Spore. The first batch of Milky Spore I put down lasted about 25 years, really no grubs at all. But this time, the newer Milky Spore, I really don't think I got my bang for my buck with the newer Milky Spore. But how do you know if you have grubs? Check this out. That was a hole from a tree we had removed. I filled it in with dirt. But see, you see how much dirt there is in here? If you're grass, if you could just kind of go like this over to grass and it's dirt, there were grubs in there, because what happens is the grub ate the whole root. See, the green grass is not coming up. It's just the dead grass that's not coming up. So that means you had grubs, and the grubs ate the root of the grass, because that's what grubs do when they're born or whatever. They're like a moth, and they're put in the ground, and then they when they're building up, instead of eating the grass from the top, they eat the root of the grass from the bottom. And then so your grass isn't getting any more water, it's not absorbing any nutrients, and it dies like this. So this right here, if I were younger, I would have raked it all by hand. I'm either gonna rent a power rake, or if I see somebody out and about doing it, I'm gonna pay them to power rake it. But this whole lawn needs power rake and reseeding, because the grubs attack this. So this lawn is some that was done. You see some patches of green that the grubs didn't get to. So I already put Milky Spore down. That lawn is shot with grubs. And that part has grubs right there. So I put some Milky Spore down the beginning of the season that I had. It's time for some chemicals, and my garden is that over there. So I just make sure that receives no chemicals, and it's actually a little bit lower. So this right here, once the weather breaks and I can undo my hose, I'm spraying this down with the insect and the grub, everything, ant, insect, grub killer right here. I'm gonna do this lawn and that lawn with the ant, insect, grub killer. Grass seed is so expensive right now. So this right here, 6 bags of dirt I put in. You see, it looks like it's at the top the seed, but it's not, because my other video you watch, I use my garden weasel, and I have all the seed in right there. Now this is what I seeded in February with the garden weasel, and it's all starting to come up already. I did that in February, and I haven't watered it. See, it's all starting to come up. Look at all that back there. That's all new grass starting to come up. All new grass started to come up. So I put that grass down in February. We had one warm day, and I put that grass seed down, because when you put the seed down, like, it's naturally coming to come up. It's grass. It's like part of its nature that comes up. But when I do it in February, this way right now with the cold at night, it's like 36 out right here, and then the sun gets on it, the condensation in the water waters it for you. Now if you put it down in summertime and it's complete sun, that seed is gonna probably die off or not be able to be, to make it. But we're gonna keep up with the lawn, because this right here is gonna be power raked. This whole thing, I'll shoot another video. Of course I'm gonna go around that, but everything else is gonna get a good power raking and then reseeded with the garden weasel.